how is everybody? I am happy to be here. My name is Bree. I'm the owner and artist of Upcycled by Bree, and I have a really fun farmhouse thrift haul for you. I did a little garage sailing and a little estate sailing this week, but actually no thrifting, which is crazy, so I should probably go this weekend. Y'all are new here. All these items you see in front of me are already listed up on my site, upcycledbybree.com, in the Shop the Haul collection. That is in the live chat and down in the description box. So you see something you love, you better run over to the site real quick and grab it now because items will go pretty fast. I'm gonna pull up comments here and we'll get started. Hey, Alyssa's on. If you're hopping on, say good morning. Let me know where you're from. And I am happy to be here. I must admit, I just did my first ever whatnot sale and it did not go well, but that's okay, right? You got to start somewhere. A little bit of kinks to work out. So when y'all are done here today, hop over and watch that. Watch me totally mess it up. We all start somewhere. Okay, comments are hiding. There they are. Ooh, Kim's here. Jane, I haven't seen you forever. Good morning. Teresa's here and Tracy. There's all my friends. I think y'all are enjoying this 9 a.m. time, and I am too. Okay, let's start out with my favorite find. I usually wait a little longer, but it's right here in front of me and it's big and it's heavy. The garage sale I went to is the one that's right around the corner here in my neighborhood. He's been running it like kind of all summer long. He let us in a day early again. We're spoiled rotten, and I found this beautiful stoneware bowl. It was only $10, which is a great, great price. Nikki's here. Good morning. Teresa, I have this one listed up at $69.95. They go pretty quick. And I keep saying I'm gonna keep them and start a collection. But y'all, I just don't have room in here. I need a hutch, a China hutch. So once I have those one of these days, I'm gonna start a collection. I want a set that like nests and like stacks up to like here. Someday, $69.95 on the stoneware bowl. Also a vintage strainer. It's got the fun star pattern in it. I love when I can find these. This one has a good rusty patina to it. And this was also a garage sale. I think, what did I pay? I paid under $40 for everything this week. It was like half off day at the estate sale. It was like $13 on my total. And then that $10 bowl was a big chunk of it. So I paid like roughly $1 for these things, I imagine. And I have this one listed up at $14.95. Oh, Sammy's on. Good morning. She says she sold her last stoneware bowl and she regrets it. Girl, I know the regrets are real, but can't keep it all. Becky's on. She said, how did the whatnot go? I missed it. Girl, you didn't miss anything but a hot mess. No, it was okay. Just a lot of kinks to work out. So it's an auction site if y'all aren't familiar with it. And they do all the shipping. So like I weigh the item and then they create the shipping label and everything. So it's kind of weird. People said my shipping prices seemed off. So I need to do a little research, but it was great practice. And I also have all those items now listed up in my marketplace over there. So if you missed the sale, you can still see what I had up for auction. Yeah, Mandy says it wasn't a hot mess. I'm always a hot mess. It's okay. Look at this adorable little salvage metal strainer. I don't know. You think it was off of like a fryer or something. It's got some hooks over here. Maybe it hung. I'm not sure, but I thought this would make a really fun DIY project. I kept a couple of other little metal pieces for next week's video, but I thought this one would be fun to sell and see what y'all want to do with it. $6.95 on the little metal dish. Sammy, so the shipping, like that green gnome picture I had, somebody said the shipping was $20 on it. Somebody else said their shipping on that item was like $13.95. So it seemed excessively high and I can't quite figure out why. And Debbie said there were no pictures of the items. So that's another thing. I don't know. All kinks, we'll work them out. I'm glad to be here. I'm happy to be here where I know what's going on. Oh, Teresa's dropping links for me. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. Yeah, Kim said she thinks shipping's just kind of normal. A lot of people are just really spoiled with free or super inexpensive shipping these days. But that's okay. No worries. We'll work on it. I'll do some more throughout the week, some quick ones. They'll be fun. This little hand broom is adorable. Can you imagine how many little surfaces this swept over the years? This is hand broom F. It's $12.95. And I actually have several of these up right now if you're wanting to start a little collection. No, thank you guys. It wasn't that bad. It's just a learning curve. I didn't do very many items because I wasn't sure what I was doing. And you know, it's just like anything else. It'll get better. What's everybody up to this weekend? I know last weekend was really busy for a lot of people, so y'all just hanging out or what? Okay, these oil cans didn't sell on my auction, so I'm putting them up for sale on my website. It's fine. I make the rules. I'm the boss, right? We have oil can Q, R, and S. And these two are great Christmas colors if y'all want to do a little Christmas in July vignette or you're thinking ahead. $12.95 on the two larger ones and $10.95 on the smaller one. Again, instant collection. 1 is great, 3 is better. That's my motto, at least. Oh boy, big orders rolling in. Thank y'all. Okay, ooh, I said that stoneware bowl was my favorite, but it takes backs. Takes backs, that's second, these are first. Y'all know my obsession with the rusty, crusty goodness. Look at the patina on these spoons. Some people probably think it's a little gross, right? But I think it's perfect. You don't have to do anything to these. I'm not cleaning them. You take these all together, stick them in a crock, and you are set. This one is all broken off. I'm obsessed. $16.95. This is a heck of a deal for this mini with that kind of weathering on them, if they're not already sold. Oh, Jane, wedding prep 2 weeks away. That's crazy. I can't believe it's finally here. She sent me pictures of the bridal shower where oh man, it was all pink. She got some candlesticks that I did and just like little spindles and stuff. Has been collecting them. It was beautiful. And I know that wedding is going to be gorgeous. You know, Jane says shipping's been high everywhere. Everything's high everywhere. Even garage sale prices are crazy this year, in my opinion. But you know what? It is what it is. It's fine. It's the love of junk, right? Oh, so Charlie's. That was actually, okay, I lied. We went thrifting. When did we go thrifting, Alyssa? It was Sunday. We did go out to Charlie's before that estate sale. I forgot. But he was having a garage sale, so that's why I was confused. He did like an outdoor in the garage, really cheap sale. Plus, I get 30% off that day instead of 25%. That was sweet. This candlestick was around $2, nice little pewter candlestick, and it is up at $10.95. I like the ones that have the little thumb holder, right? You know, your original flashlight right here. On a day that ended in Y, right, Alyssa? It all runs together. Last week was crazy, particularly long. I don't know, maybe it's just the holidays. This brass bell, I think it actually slipped past Charlie because I put it up by the register. He's like, where'd you find that? It was in the garage sale section. He only charged me about $1 for it. So I have it up at $12.95, and that's a gorgeous, huge brass bell. Like the size of my hand. You're welcome, Jane. If y'all are on and catching the replay and you're wondering what I'm talking about, you can click the little live chat button under the screen and you can see all of our chit-chatting back and forth. And if y'all wouldn't mind hitting the thumbs up button for me, if you have a second, I would appreciate it. Ooh, I think that sifter is on whatnot. Let's put that away just in case. Oh, thank you, Tiffany. Yeah, no, I ask people to critique me. I'll take it. I don't know what I'm doing. Y'all give me all the tips. They can't see you. This is an adorable book, and I do believe it is antique. Let me check the year. Ladybugs on. 1921, so we are antique. Gospel Pearls, the Sunday School Church, evangelistic meetings, conventions, all religious services. Has some really fun music pages in it. Now, this one's so pretty and like in good shape, I wouldn't dare take it apart for crafts or anything, but just displayed open like this in a vignette, and the cover color is really pretty too. $8.95 on the book. That was another, I think that came from the estate sale. I don't remember, honestly. Oh, this little rabbit is actually pretty heavy. He is $14.95 and he is listed up read description. So if you ever see that, check down and see what I'm gonna do to the item. This guy's gonna get a paint job. He's creeping me out, like his eyeballs all being the same color. We can do better, but he's so cute with his little foot. Look at his little beans, his little toe beans. So cute. So we'll do better. He'll get a nice paint job. I did a reel earlier this week and asked you guys what your favorite item was, and this one got a lot of attention. It's a little handmade note holder, and I think you could buy a cuter paper roll for it, like a little brown paper craft roll or whatever, instead of the printer paper. But it says, do the head work before the hand work. I thought that was adorable. Little hand painted or stenciled. $9.95 on that. Teresa says she has a really fun book about marriage advice from cleaning out your grandpa's house from the late 1800s. That's awesome. I have seen those before and they are ridiculous. Or advice on how to raise your children, how to be a good housewife. I've seen those. Oh man, they make you laugh a little, so you don't go crazy. Oh, Lori, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. I am so glad that you were here this morning, and I hope that today goes well for you. And I appreciate you catching the replays when you can. No worries, my friend. At Charlie's garage sale, I found a really cool vase, and it ended up being like a memorial vase, one that you would put by a gravestone or whatever. Kind of an interesting find. Never found one before. And I was looking at it. He only charged me $1 for it. Down inside, there was a flower frog, of course, you know, that would help you hold your flowers. Now, it had been added. It wasn't part of the original piece, so I went ahead and took it out because these sell like crazy for me. And this one is amazing. It is green, and then look at that rust patina. And it still has the original sticker on it. It's a number 200 flower frog. It was only 39 cents originally. Now it has a little like smushed side right here. That doesn't matter. It's old. It's not supposed to be perfect. It would add some really, really great texture in to your already, or to your collection you already have too, because it's a little different. $18.95 on the flower frog. Those usually go pretty quickly. Susie said she found an antique bedside nursing handbook. I can only imagine. I can only imagine. That's funny. Thank you guys. Aw, y'all are so sweet to each other. I love that. 2 apothecary jars this week. Miss Alyssa, the junk fairy, brought one, left it on the porch for me. And then the other one came from the garage sale. They're $14.95 each. I paid about $1. And if you wanted to put these two next to each other, they'd be great. And actually with the shapes, like cotton balls, Q-tips, looks about perfect to me. Those always sell quickly as well. A Cambridge Bashful flower frog. I'm not familiar. I will have to look that up and see what that is. I've heard that there are not flower frogs like the metal ones, but the ceramic ones that are shaped into animals and stuff. And now I'm like, I need to start hunting. I don't know why I'm so obsessed. Teresa, thank you. I've had so much going on, I didn't even think to say it yet. Teresa just dropped the link for me and Sammy's event that we're doing in the fall. If y'all missed last week's live, we announced it. It's for the Love of Junk weekend, and we are going to pick y'all up on a party bus, take you thrifting, and then take you back to an antique mall where she has her booth, and we're gonna flip our finds, and it's gonna be flippin' fun. So if you wanna know more, click that little link that Teresa just dropped, and you can find out more about the event. We created a Facebook page as well, if y'all follow me over there. Oh, she's glass, a glass flower frog. Okay, so I've seen, yes, those flat glass ones, the clear ones, and then also that they have the colored glass. Maybe I should start a collection. I put these 3 brass candlesticks together. I don't think they're originally a trio. These were definitely a set. And these are kind of like two-toned almost. The bottom of them is darker, if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell in the light, but they're really pretty. Set of 3, $14.95. I will start breaking out my brass candlestick collection in the fall and decorate with them throughout the winter. Yes, Sammy's on this morning. We booked the bus yesterday. We've already sold 6 tickets. There's only 14 left, so y'all don't think about it too long. It's not till September, but I don't think they're gonna last through the summer. All right, what else we got going here? Another set of spoons. If you don't like the really rusty, crusty grossness, then these aren't as bad. This is a curated spoon set L up at $10.95, and it's got one of those fun spaghetti spoons in there, which I think adds so much texture. And a fork. Those are fun to throw in as well. That one has a little chippy on the top of it. It's a good set. Alyssa was helping me organize the garage last weekend after I had some shelves fixed, and I showed her my spoon collection I have built up out there. And I think there was some judgment going on, but it's fine. You can be, you don't have to be so quiet. Is it really okay? All right, what do we think about this scale? I love vintage scales. This one I almost passed on because the shape's a little different, but I don't know. I like the neutral color. It's got a little red on the edge here, so it would be good for 4th of July. Shut up, Alyssa. Good for 4th of July, but also good for Christmas. And it says Maid of Honor right here, so I guess that's just the brand. The screen down here, the little display is a little yellowed. Kind of hard to see the numbers. But it was only $7, and I thought it still had a lot of potential. I went ahead and picked it up, figured somebody would love to give it a new life, and I listed it up at $24.95. Oh, and it's sold, so I did a good job. Does anybody know anything about that Maid of Honor scale? Is it for food? Like, I've seen baby scales, and I've definitely seen food scales, but not that brand. I could always look it up. Look at this huge wooden bowl. This is gorgeous. Alyssa brought me this. Y'all, Alyssa is coming and helping at the event as well. She's going to be our little helper. I'm excited. And I just told everybody. So now you're locked in. It's got some really fun wood grain down here. I wish that this went through. Oh, it's not. It's burned. I thought that was the wood grain. I thought it was a knot in the wood. And I was like, I wish that went through to the other side. Just kidding. Somebody set that on their stove. But you can't see it in the top. $22.95 on the huge wood bowl with the stovetop burn. Oh, goodness. Another hand broom. So this one is like handmade. It's got the different, very wispy ends on it. I really like these. I have got like 3 of these right now. Different lengths. Somebody better go snag them all. Hang them up on their wall before I do. I actually have the perfect spot right there in my kitchen. And this one is $14.95. I believe it's hand broom F. I've got a lot up. It reminds me of like a horsetail almost. Alrighty. If y'all could send this video over to a friend, I'd appreciate it. We're going live an hour earlier this summer, and I think a lot of people are still having a hard time remembering. So next week I'll try to remember to do like the description or whatever the night before, so y'all can set a reminder. Oh, it's Broom E. Thank you, Teresa. Broom E. This is a very fun angel mold, and I haven't seen one like it before. I actually did a Google Lens on this, and I couldn't find much information, but there is a paper inside, so I thought we could open it together. I have it up at $14.95. It's a cast craft, which says it was made in Columbia, Pennsylvania. I couldn't find much on it. Cast craft craftsmen are proud to offer this handcrafted item, sand cast molding, individually poured, non-toxic metal, no two are alike. Pewter look, hand polished, oven to table, will not chip or break under normal conditions, clean by hand. Very cool. I really like it. Y'all know I like the angels, and the molds usually sell pretty darn well for me. So $14.95 on the angel mold. Do I ever come across wooden butter molds? I do, Ladybug, and they sell so quick, but I pick them up whenever I can. Do you have any specific one that you're looking for? Are you talking about the butter stamps or the actual molds? I have found wooden cookie molds before. I believe they were Danish or German, and those sold crazy fast. I still have the wooden cookie cat mold on my site. The cow, Melissa brought me this from her hoard and left it on my porch. I walked out there. She was here shipping yesterday. But I walked out on my porch. I was like, who left a cow on my porch? And she's like, it was me. So I cleaned this cow up. It is not super old. I thought it was vintage because of the way the eyes look, but it's actually a little more. Okay, Ladybug, yes, I will keep an eye out for those. I'll put it on my list. It's actually more modern. It's got some really good crazing, and then the lid comes off. She had a plant in it, but I did clean it up. I would not use it probably for food. It's got a lot of crazing in it, and I think it's had its day for the food use, but for decor use, love the cow. It is $14.95. All right, the junk pixie and the junk fairy. I like it. Oh, y'all, orders are flying in. Thank you very much. Go shopping. These came from the garage sale. I wish I had something I needed to hang because they are perfectly white, chippy cast iron hooks. $8.95 each on these, which is an amazing price. They are pretty big. Like that could hold a very substantial coat. Marty's on. Marty, how are you? I've missed you. I've been talking about you. Have you got all moved? Are you done yet? I'm so glad you're here. Okay, thank you. Findings for your fancy, Leslie, says the Maid of Honor scales are from the 40s and 50s for kitchen use. Thank you, dear. I just wondered, Maid of Honor, I didn't get it. I didn't know if maybe you get those like from your Maid of Honor for your wedding. Always pick up these polish brushes when I see them. This one has a fun little stamp on it, Empire, little stenciling or whatever, and some numbers. These go quickly. I paid like 50 cents for this. It is up at $10.95. Oh, yahoo! Marty just grabbed the angel mold. I'm glad. That's a good one. I couldn't really find much on it. They must, it said every single one is like very unique, so good pick. All right, what do we think about the angels? Melissa Morrow told me that they were a little sad, a little dark, but I love the black angel. Little kneeling, little praying. Yes, the brush is definitely a shoe shine brush. I always pick them up. The vintage ones I like a little bit better. This one's a little bit newer, but if we don't start buying this junk and keeping it, our kids aren't going to have antiques, right? Somebody's got to do it. So what I like to do with these, let me find a piece of paper. I don't have anything too cool, but I can show you. Say I had a booth or a resale space or even here in my home, and I have like a little vintage picture of my grandma or my grandpa. I would just take it and stick it here in the bristles. And these make the cutest little display pieces, right? You could do a business card. You could do a little bit of like a marketing flyer or like pictures in your own home. That's what I like to do with these. I like to stack them. I'll put one this way and then put one upside down on top of it and put a picture, and you can make different heights. So cute. And those sell quick. So if y'all buy the polish brushes from me, what do you do with them? Let me know. How long have I been on? 24 minutes. Okay. Hey, Jazz, have a great weekend. Thanks for hopping on with me this morning. I'll talk to you later. I found these little corbels, 50 cents a piece. They're just little, very basic shelf corbels, but they were inexpensive. I have them up at $12.95 each. Read description. We're going to give them a nice chippy, old, antique look, and they are sold individually. If you took these also, you can take like a little 1x2 piece of wood on each side of them, one here, and make them like a more substantial like corbel. These probably wouldn't hold up a super heavy stack of books, but like for decor at least. Super cute. So I always pick up these little corbel shapes when I find them, especially for a really cheap price like that. Oh, Kim said she puts vintage Valentine's and Christmas cards in her polished brushes. That's a lot of S's. That would be so cute on a mantle all lined up at Christmas time. These are adorable. I love crumb catchers. I saw one when we went shopping. It was Blessings Abound a couple of weeks ago, and it still had the brush. Like, the crumb catcher sat on the table, and then it had a little hook and held a brush that you took off. And so, oh my gosh, it was so cute. But it was like $80. I couldn't afford it, but now I'm on the hunt for one of those. But these are cute. I don't usually see brass. I usually see tarnished silver. Alyssa dropped these off there, $12.95 for the set. Do y'all know why there's two? Is it because people scrape? Because that doesn't like sit down flat on the table. Why is there a big one and a small one all the time? Things that make you go, hmm. You wouldn't want to scrape, especially not on old tables, because they're most likely wood. Bundt pan, a yellow one. This is great for summer or fall. It's got that little ombre effect. If these are a good price, I pick them up. Sometimes they sell really quick. Sometimes they hang out for a little bit. But I like them, so I like to buy them. $10.95 on my Bundt pans. And if y'all are going to hang these, a little trick for you, hang the nail through the middle hole here and it'll hang so much better. These edges are very rounded and it's not going to stay up on the wall. It's going to fall off and hit you in the head. Don't ask me how I know. But I like to take them and put like, you know, 3 or 5 along the wall, maybe up above a doorway or just somewhere where you have blank space. Really fun display. Little aluminum salt and pepper shaker set. I liked them because I had the painted number 4 on it, and I'm not sure why. The other one doesn't. I found this one at one end of the garage sale. This one was like on the ground. You can tell it still has some grass on it. I'll wash it off. On the ground, clear over here. And I was like, oh, I found the set. That always makes me happy. Paid about $1 and they're up at $6.95. I just love that little number 4. And aluminum sells really well for me too. Aluminum and tarnished silver. I never would have guessed. Speaking of, my camera is so far away. Let me just pull that in a little bit. I'm just hanging out over here. I know, Alyssa. Oh, it wasn't Alyssa's, Marty. I remember your molds hung up in your kitchen. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That camera is not better. Hold, please. There we go. Let's do that. All right. These butterflies are amazing. I usually find brass and wood ones. These are beautiful, rusty silver ones, and they've got a hole in each one where you can hang them up on the wall. These would be really cute outside. Oh, they're sold already. Good to know. I almost didn't pick them up because the brass butterflies haven't been selling. It was a good buy. I think I paid around $2 for them. They sold for $14.95. I've got a chicken waterer. These are fun, Farmhouse display pieces, but I think this one is still functional if you've got chickens. I paid $2. It is $16.95. And I've got a couple chicken feeders up too right now, if you wanted to do a whole display. I need to redecorate. I'm sick of my spring decor in here since it's summer now. I want to thin some things out a little bit. I should do a video, huh? Decorate with me video. This grater is gorgeous. I like it how flat it is. It would hang really well on the wall with a little floral on it. It's $8.95. That side is kind of, you know, just tarnished or whatever. It looks pretty. That side is rusty. You could get 2 different looks out of this one. I paid around $1 for that at the garage sale. It's up at $8.95. Ooh, and this oil can. Look at that drippy. I think it's paint. It's not oil. drippy black paint that goes down the side of it. This one's $10.95. I'll probably keep this one if it doesn't sell today. Honestly. So fun fact, when I am cleaning up after my sales, the things that I've sold, I'm usually setting over to the side or whatever. And then I'm like, oh, this hasn't sold. And I just have to adjust the quantity. And then it's mine. So y'all help me out. Ooh, guess what? This week I did. Hey, Sue, no worries. You're late, girl. I've got a few more things to show. And we're just going to do a quick little DIY this morning. But I emptied out my storage unit this last week. It's gone. It's done. I have nothing left in it. My goal was the end of April or May. It's the end of June, but it's fine. It's done and over with. I ended up giving away a bunch of really nice furniture for free and just moving on. I don't sell near as much furniture as I used to, and I was ready to have that extra $150 to thrift every month. Okay, I keep buying these. I'm obsessed because they're glass and metal mixed. They're a jar. They're different. I usually find them with the silver tops. These were green, so there was no way I could pass them up. These are like old Kirby vacuum accessories and attachments. And I just think they are so fun. They would add a little something different into your jar collection. They were like $2 each at the estate sale. It was half off day, so I paid like $1 each or whatever. And I really love them. Hey, Jamie's on. Good morning, Jamie Ray. How are you? I'm on bright and early. At the garage sale, he had a ton of enamel. A lot of them were just the little saucepans, which don't do great for me. I don't know. They kind of just sit on my side. But this one, I could not pass up with the yellow color, a little bit of brown. This is going to be great for fall. That would make an adorable floral arrangement. Also, if you wanted to, you could always put a couple drainage holes in this. And since it still has the hook, do like a hanging arrangement. So cute. Oh, spray paint jars, says Ladybug. Interesting. Oh, yellow enamel pot is sold. Who bought that? What are you going to do with it? These were at Charlie's garage sale. I wish I could have found more of the parts. I looked, but all I could find was the scales, like the little buckets. But I think this is off a scale set. And I just thought these copper pieces would be really fun DIY pieces as well. $14.95 for the set of 2. Little bit of copper with a lot of patina. Y'all know I couldn't say no. I paid like $1 for them, right? Would be great if I would decorate with bees, says Kim. Oh, the pot would be great if you decorate with bees. I was like, I've never decorated with bees before. As much as I like critters, I never find bees. I know, aren't those cute, Jamie? The DIY ideas are just like going crazy through my head. I found a lot of really good DIY projects this week. So I'm passing a few along and I'm keeping a few. Somebody bought me out of funnels last week. Had to pick up another one. This one is good. It is rusty. It is crusty. It has got a cute little hanging piece of metal on it already. $10.95 on the funnels, and they fly off my site. I'm thinking Christmas tree bases this year. I did not do that last year. Should do a little Christmas in July. The funnel is sold. I'm going to have to keep hunting for more. I sure will. Oh, thank you. Rachel says I have a great taste and I'm creative. I appreciate it. Oh, y'all, we just sold a ticket. That means there's only 13 left. Who is coming? Who is coming to the event? Let me know. Ah, happy dance. Sammy, are you still on? Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm gonna cry or blush or something. Okay, let's keep going. Another brass candlestick. This one's got great patina. Now I'm shaking. Oh, you guys are awesome. And this one has a fun little, I don't know, fun little marking on the bottom. 3 and 3 says the sticker. No clue. Hey, Jamie, have so much fun at the parade. Thanks for hopping on. Have a great day, friend. Yay, Sammy's still on. Ah, Becky's coming. Becky's coming in September. Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy. Y'all, Becky is the Simple Spruce Studio on social media, and she is the sweetest. She uses DIY paint and milk paint too, and has such a fun style and does a ton of lives and DIYs. So go follow her. Okay, anyways, brass candlestick, $8.95. Life is good. Okay, I have sold a couple of these before. I think they are soap dishes, right? You hang them on the little edge of your sink. They hang out there. They drain. That's what I'm calling them. That would be so cute on a little vanity or by your bathroom sink. $8.95. That was also, I think, a Charlie's find. Okay, a couple more things, and then we're just gonna do a real quick little fun DIY this morning. Nothing too crazy. 2 doilies. I have doily 1 and doily 2. They're $8.95 each. Oh, they match. Nope, they don't match. One's a little bigger, but they are the same pattern. I did not realize that when I was listing them. And y'all, these go like crazy too. These have a little bit of discoloration to them, which I show on the listing. Nobody seems to mind. They're so cute, just hung out of a little box or basket in your vignette. All right. Oh, hey, thank you, Teresa. She just dropped Becky's social media. I appreciate that. Teresa, if you want, you could grab Sammy's as well. Sammy is Unicorn Dust Designs. She is my co-host. She's really the mastermind behind this whole thing, let's be honest. I'm just along for the ride. All right, $10.95 on the set of 2 star tins. I know we're getting pretty close to the 4th of July, but you could always save them for Christmas as well. And the doilies are sold. Amazing. You guys rock. Okay, here's our little DIY projects. I've done this on a edited video, and it's been a while back, so I figured we could do it again. These little light cages, so industrial, so rusty, so crusty. You guys know I love it. They make the most adorable little bird cages and nests. So we're gonna do that. Ladybug asked if I have done the doilies with the cornstarch bowls. I have never tried it, but when I find those at the thrift store, I buy them. I have found bowls, I've found little baskets, and like angels, they sell so fast. But I bet that is a really easy DIY. I should have plugged my hot glue gun in a minute ago. Let me get that going. I'll have to look that up. It would be fun to do with the kids too, right? If it's just cornstarch. Ooh, the star pans would make a great tray. Teresa, you are not wrong. And I just have a pretty like basic Craftsman drill or whatever, but I got a metal bit to add to it, and you can get through this aluminum so easy. Add a little candlestick to the bottom of it. You could even do a tiered tray. Maybe not tiered, that's not as cute. Good idea. When I find these, sometimes they're rusted shut, little WD-40, and they'll come right back open. And then there's the little screw here on the bottom. So I usually just take that and tighten it up a bit. And that way my Spanish moss doesn't fall out the bottom. Now, technically, I probably really don't even need to hot glue this, but as I'm selling things, I usually do put them together so they'll stay permanently. So I want to get a video up later next week. Today is Saturday, not tomorrow, but next week I'll have a DIY video up. It's gonna be like a wood and metal upcycle video. I am itching to get outside in my garage and do some DIYs. I've got some things off my plate, like that storage unit. I'm just ready to make some stuff. Tessie says she loves when I do the DIYs afterwards. I need to start doing that more often. Sometimes my hauls get so big sometimes that after an hour, my brain is just shot. So I got you, girl. I hear you. We'll start painting a little bit more and DIY it. Ooh, add food color into a cornstarch. That's a good idea. Oh, Marty bought the bird cage. Yes, Marty. She's like, I recognize this project. So on these little bird, I'm not making anything fancy. I'm just taking this Spanish moss and I just start balling it together. This one's a little bit dry. It's definitely vintage, but that's okay. And then just start shaping it into a little nest form. You could also buy a little bird's nest, of course. order them if you want, but they're pretty easy to make when they're this little. One year I tried to DIY bird's nests. I bought some material. It wasn't worth it. It took so long. I got some like hay that you feed to rabbits. I thought I could build some. Oh yes, this is already up for sale. It's listed up already. Did I say that? I think it's $14.95. Oh, yep, Teresa dropped the link. Thank you, girl. But yeah, I just sit here and just mold a little nest. This literally takes like 2 seconds. I don't find these a lot. And then we'll just plop it in. A fun fact, hot glue dries really, really quickly on metal. Did you guys know that? When hot glue touches metal, it dries like instantly. It's so weird. Y'all are sending hearts. Is this a new thing on YouTube? Thank you. Where have I been? Is that new? It's science. I'm sure there's some crazy science around. My hot glue gun is not hot yet. It's all right, we'll hang out a second. While we're waiting for that to heat up, what color do y'all think I should paint this bunny? I'm not going to this morning, sorry. I'm not prepared for that. It needs cleaned. It's gross. But drop me some color hints. Oh! He's a hide-a-key. Now, I will say, I'm going to be painting him with not an outdoor safe paint. DIY paint is not approved for outdoor use necessarily, but I'll put a good top coat on him. So he'll probably chip over the years. He'll last a little while. Or you could just keep him inside. That's funny. All right, so I put just a little bit of E6000 on here. Isn't it? It's not coming out. There it goes. A little bit of E6000 and a little bit of hot glue, and that way the hot glue can hold it in place while the E6000 dries. That's just kind of like my standard when I'm reselling something. If I were keeping this for myself, I probably wouldn't even glue it. So then we'll just pop that little guy in here and close it up. Grabbed a little random greenery. I like this color better. It looks like this was just some from the Dollar Tree at some point. You know, I don't buy greenery or really anything there anymore since it's the $1.25 tree. Now, I did take Lena last night and spent more than $1.25, but that's fine. I don't go very often anymore. I still have a ton of floral in my stash though. Where do y'all get most of your greenery at? I've been thrifting a lot, honestly. And finding it like good greenery, actually garage sales, newish greenery. Alyssa, have fun. Let me know if there's any good ones. I'm gonna get out here in a little bit, I think. Okay, a little bit of greenery right out the side. Yep, a lot of people thrift theirs as well. Temu has good greenery. Sue, I got flowers, floral from them, but I haven't really checked out their greenery per se. Yeah, I should do that because I really did like their florals they sent me. I did a fun Temu review on each of my channels. If y'all haven't seen those, you could search back a little bit and reviewed some floral. And if y'all didn't know, I had a second channel. It's Lifestyle by Bri. Over there, I take you shopping. We do some cooking, we do some cleaning, some decorating, mostly shopping. All right, and I've got a couple little eggs here too. These just came out of my stash. I usually have a ton of these after the springtime. And I thrifted these, so I'm not sure exactly where they came from. And then I just pop a couple little eggs in there. How stinking cute is that? If you could find a little bird, you could put a little bird in. Some of them stand up. That one, it looks like it's going to. Some of them are a little too wonky on the bottom. Grab a little bit of jute. Oh, good. Tiffany said she found some really good garage sale finds yesterday. I'm glad. So stinking cute, yes. Is that what I said? It's one of my favorite sayings. So I'm just gonna tie, this is nothing fancy, a little knot in it, and then we'll put that knot there, tie it on. So this is up and listed. I'll update the picture if it doesn't sell during this live and put it, a little picture of the finished project in community, but like how cute is that? And it took me 5 minutes. If I wasn't talking, it wouldn't have even taken that long. Okay, obviously minus the hot glue strings. I heard if you put your hot glue in the freezer, it doesn't string like that so bad. Is that true? Okay, anybody have any questions before I hop off this morning? Go ahead and drop them now. Thank you so much for all the sales this morning and the kind words. Becky, thank you for joining us in September. It's going to be so much fun. I will, I'll send you a message here shortly, Becky, if you're still on, or you email me. I'll grab your shirt size and we'll get you added to the Facebook group. I hope y'all have a wonderful weekend. And, oh, what is my favorite thrift store? Okay, I can answer that. Now, if we're in Topeka, Charlie's, I would say, is my favorite thrift venture. Charlie's Thrift Venture. And then, ooh, Kansas City is hard because there's so much more. Oh, Lori shopped a lot. I just dropped the thrift haul one more time. I would say probably Savers in Olathe or Blessings Abound. It's really good too, but it's a little more boutique-y. Marty asked if we're going to sell virtual tickets. So you're like not the first person that's asked that, Marty. I don't know. I need to talk to Sammy a little bit because we're going to get on a party bus and then we're going to go shopping and do like a little 20-30 minute challenge or whatever at a couple stores and then go back and paint. So maybe like sell a virtual ticket to the painting part. I don't know. Possibly. Stay tuned. I'll have to talk to Sammy about that a little bit more. Salvation Army in Olathe is amazing lately. We'll have to go there. We'll have to go there soon, Sammy. We need to go shopping. We'll meet up soon to do some planning and we'll go do some shopping too. But okay, I'm gonna go finish that spreadsheet, Sammy, and I will talk to y'all later. I will have a thrift edited video up this week. I will see y'all soon. Bye, friends.